Would you say I can see where the enemy might have a foothold in my life? I can see where the enemy might have a stronghold in my life. What do I do about it? I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be free. Or maybe you see it in your family. Maybe you see it in your church. You say, there's a foothold, there's a stronghold. What can I do? Well, I'm going to talk about the fact that you've got to be thorough in your life. Periodically, I like to take some time and go through every possible way that the enemy might have tried to build a foothold in my life, a stronghold in my life, maybe in my family, and take it through this little process, this biblical-based process where I can oust the enemy. And you especially have authority. You can definitely oust the enemy from your life, and you have authority in your family. So you have authority as a believer. So if you've got areas like where you've opened the door to the enemy through anger, through arrogance, through bitterness, through doubt, through despair, through drugs, through envy, through fear, maybe it's through gluttony, your love of food, or greed, your love of money, or high-mindedness, where you thought that you were better than, smarter than. Idolatry, worshiping something other than God. Immorality, sex outside of biblical marriage. Lust, pornography, love of money, the occult, pride, rebellion, where you've allowed the enemy in your life, Satan. Your self-centeredness, sorcery, where you've been involved in things that ultimately point to witchcraft. Witchcraft, false religions. You've been involved in a false religion. I've seen people in bondage to demons through these various things. And I've also seen them get free. And they've gotten free as they've gone through this process. So let me walk you through it. Let's do it together. I renounce all involvement with. Resist the devil, he will flee from you. I renounce all involvement with, and fill in the blank. Which ones of these things are true of you? And when in doubt, speak it out. God, I renounce all involvement with anger or arrogance or lust or pride or witchcraft or false religion or whatever it is where you have opened the doorway to the enemy. Or maybe you're going to do this. First of all, I say do it for yourself. Second, then you walk through your family. God, any part where our family has been involved in these things, I renounce it in the name of the Lord Jesus. Second, I regret my involvement with, and go through the things where you have been involved with the enemy and where the enemy has had the opportunity to build a foothold or a stronghold in your life. Where your family's been involved with the enemy and has a place to build a foothold or stronghold in your life. I remove all authority the enemy has had in my life or thinks he has in my life because of involvement with, and speak it out. The fourth one, I return that part of my mind, my soul, my body, my heart. I return that part of my family, my life. I return that part of my life to its rightful master, King Jesus. I bring it under his authority. Jesus is Lord. I submit to God. And as you do that, you have the authority to resist the devil. And then I resolve to live the rest of my life saying yes to God and no to Satan, no to where Satan's knocking on the door and trying to get into my life, knocking on the door, trying to get into my family. And it's amazing. You go through this, it takes some time, it's challenging, but it's amazing how free you feel when you're done. Because there's just no trace. You're Teflon. There's no place for the enemy to land. There's no place where the enemy has any sort of foothold in your life. It's all been uprooted. It's all been pulled out. It's all been poured down. The enemy's been evicted and removed, and you now can have freedom. I want you to walk in freedom. I challenge you. Take some time right now. Go through this list. You know where, ask God, show me any area where I may have allowed the enemy to build a foothold in my life, to build a stronghold in my life. Any area where it's happened in my family, go through the list, take the steps, and you will walk in freedom. We want to help you walk in freedom. I'm Dave Early. You can follow us on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to help you be a disciple, and we want to help you make disciples of the Lord Jesus Christ.